So a while ago, I was on hell, I mean Twitter, and I was just casually posting in my yard and scrolling down the timeline seeing if there's anything to be enraged about. And it took only like 10 seconds for me to find one of the stupidest furry dramas I've ever seen in my entire life.
Not there's like any smart furry drama in the first place. This one is just particularly stupid.
So the drama would all start when this user here uploaded this image, which was just a comparison between sharks in real life and sharks in the furry fandom. Like while one is scary, menacing, and angry, the other one is cute, small, and squishy. With the furry shark presented on the image being their Fursona. You can kinda get the deal. And you would probably expect that post to be chill, normal, happy. Now, we're talking about Twitter here. Of course, it's not going to be anything like that. It didn't take more than a day for the post to become a completely active war zone. And that's all because his OC didn't exactly look like a shark. And on that controversy sort of reignited the discussion that some Fursonas are lazy and uncreative. Basically, like whenever a generic furry artist goes like and draws an anthropomorphic shark, it will just look like a wolf with some shark features. And if you didn't notice this happens a lot, and it seems to be bothering a lot of people in the fandom. And it may be even bothering you, and no one actually knows why this happens. So I decided to use a little bit of my brain and try to figure it out by myself. So firstly, AI. No, what I mean by AI is that I think that we can use the basics of AI image generation to like explain why it is happening. So everyone watching this video probably already knows how AI image generators make images. Just for a quick rundown of it, we don't really need much. The AI will just scrape a lot of images from the internet. It will put tags on the images so it knows what it's looking at. There's all the diffusion process, but we don't really need that. And then you put your prompt on ChatGPT and boom, you have a JPEG. But let's just imagine if AI just suddenly cannot get images of cats. They just simply cannot find a single image of a cat. So it's kind of obvious if you wait to ask what of these AI should like generate an image of a cat, they will just simply not be able to. Either they would spit out random nonsense, or they will make it close like to a dog or other feline. It doesn't even have cats on their training data. They probably don't even know how a cat looks like. And yes, that has happened before. Up to a while ago, most AI image generators could not generate an image of a wine glass being full. It's just because they didn't have images of wine glasses being full on their training data. And that's what I think happens to most furry artists out there. When a new furry joins the furry fandom, they will see mostly art of foxes and wolves. If they start trying to learn how to draw furry art, most of the tutorials that they will watch will be mostly related to foxes and wolves. Because at the end of the day, they are obviously the most popular types of Fursona species to ever exist. They often are in the top positions for the most popular types of Fursona species in the furry fandom. And even amongst hybrids, canine hybrids really score really high on the ranking. And since it has been like this since the beginning of the furry fandom back in the 80s, there's an overabundance of canine furry art compared to other furry species. So obviously, if these furries start drawing other Fursona species, they will obviously look like canines, because that's most of the furry art that you have ever seen. Obviously, not all furry artists suffer from this, and that's kind of obvious. You don't really need to look that far to see furry art that are from other species that don't really look like canines. And obviously, you shouldn't go attack a furry just because their Fursona looks like a little bit far from their species. Hell, they maybe not even be suffering from this. They maybe just have like a stylistic choice or something like that. Obviously, it's still really cool to see some actual species accurate Fursonas. I don't really see a problem with them at the end of the day. So, well, I guess that's it for this week's video. This was a more of a shorter video because I'm kind of experiencing some stuff in real life, so yeah. I might not upload on the next week. I hope you guys can understand that. So, well, don't forget to like, subscribe, maybe comment something interesting down below. And if you're new, please go check out my other videos. I'm sure you'll probably enjoy them. So yeah, thank you for watching all the way through, and goodbye.